Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Leroy, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Leroy's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give him while we are working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go to the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Leroy's been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. Leroy is seated nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they'll demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Leroy take off doing that now. The command you want to use for this is Leroy heel, and then you just start walking and he'll fall right in line on your left-hand side. And we've also gone ahead and incorporated our sit command into this. As you saw right there, anytime Fred stops his feet, Leroy will sit. There's that sit again. Now it's important when you're heeling Leroy that he doesn't try to pull you down the street or lag behind. If he did attempt to pull you or lag behind, you say no, give a tug and let go correction to the training collar, repeat your command to heel, and then start walking again. Next, we'll be showing you our stay command. Now this is a hand and voice command. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm an inch or so from Leroy's muzzle and the one-word command to stay. He then walks out to the end of the training leash. Now this is a great exercise to build up self-control in Leroy. You can start practicing this one at about a minute's time and work your way up in increments to about 3 minutes. Now as Fred returns back to Leroy, he's going to walk all the way around him, providing an added distraction as he goes behind him, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Leroy holds his sit-stay throughout. Fred gives him some praise and then heels him right out of it. I'll show you a little more of the heel, sit, and stay. There's that automatic sit. And as they come back up front, he'll give him the stay again.
Stay.
Gives him the stay. He walks out to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back, he demonstrates the come or recall command. Call Leroy in using his name. He's going to come and sit in front of you. Then we have a move called the finish. Fred's going to heel Leroy right around the back of him and get him right back to that proper left-hand side heel position, and he'll sit.
No.
Now he went into a down there. Fred did not tell him to, so he repeats the command.
Stay.
Has him in a sit, gives him a stay, out to the end of the leash.
Leroy, come.
Calls him into him. He comes. Fred has him sit in front of him. And then the finish, he heels him right around the back of him and gets him right back to that proper left-hand side heel position. And he sits. Nicely done. Now this is a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands with Leroy about 15 to 20 minutes a day. It helps to keep the commands fresh in his mind. And you can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine with him. Now we're going to be showing you our down commands. The first one is down from a heel position. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down.
Stay.
He then gives him a stay and walks back out to the end of that training leash. This is another great exercise to build up that self-control in Leroy. This one you can start practicing at 3 minutes and work your way up in increments to about 5. Now as Fred returns back to Leroy, he walks all the way around as he did on the sit stay, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Leroy holds his down throughout. Fred gives him a little praise and heals him right out of it. We'll show you that down again when they come back around. Now you see Leroy's doing very well, but it's always important to follow through with your commands.
Yep.
So when you're practicing at home, if you give him a command and he does not respond, the first word out of your mouth is always going to be no, followed by a tug and let go correction, and then you're going to repeat the command you gave him. Now there, Fred gave him the down again, and a stay, walked back out to the end of the training leash. This time he demonstrates that recall command right out of the down position. Calls Leroy in. He comes in. Fred's going to have him sit right in front of him. And then the finish, he heals him right around the back of him and gets him right back to his proper left-hand side heel position, and Leroy sits. Nicely done. We'll give them a second to get lined up for our down from a distance command, which will be next. Now this will be the down from a distance. You're going to have him in a sit.
Stay.
Give him a stay. Walk out to the end of your training leash. Now this is the only time you're going to use your right hand to give him a command, and Fred will drop him into a down from the end of the training leash.
Down. No. Sit.
He didn't do it, so Fred's going to repeat the command. He gave him a
Down.
no, a little tug to the collar, and repeated the command, and he went right down. He then returns back to him by walking all the way around and right back to that left-hand side heel position.
Leroy, heel.
Now those are our basic commands. We've also gone ahead and started to advance Leroy's training a little. So we've been working some of his commands off leash as well. And this will just show you a little bit of what we've been doing that way. So Fred has him in a sit. He gives him a stay. And he drops the leash and walks away. Now he's going to walk all the way around. And back to him. And then gives him the down, still completely off leash.
Stay.
And a stay. Walks away again. Now obviously we don't intend for you to do this with him off leash the minute he comes home. We want you to practice 15 to 20 minutes a day with his commands on leash to get him built up so that he'll be able to do the off leash with you as well. But this just gives you some idea of what he is capable of just with a little work, as long as you put in that 15 to 20 minutes a day with him. Excellent job. All right, we've shown you our basic obedience work that we've done with Leroy here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Leroy, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.